G'day. Uh, Tuesday, 4th of the 8th, cracker of a game last night. Congrats to those Florida betters. Commiserations to those with Houston. Burnham Square Baby on the prep today. Hopefully heading to that first Saturday in May. For those that got him at 30s, I think some got 33s. There was some 25s, whatnot. Would have been nice to have some 4s on him at 4s today, but I was really just hoping for a top 5 or better, get the points, get in, but showed up as expected. I just hope he didn't show up one race too early. So alive. I am planning to be in Kentucky that day. Now, it was kind of my bet with myself of if I can get him into the race. And I've got 3K at 30 to 1 for him to win the Derby. So make the trip, sweat the bet, and hopefully he pays for a ripper of a day and a ripper of a weekend or whatever else. Just getting up. Didn't realize I wasn't logged in. I didn't check the late results last night as yet. Some early results went the right way. Late results were in the balance when I last looked. Shit. One, they showed me Bluetooth shut off. Masters week. It's one hell of a week going on. Just a second. Okay. Go back in. Love myself a good horse race and a good horse bet. So, all right, just loading up. Bluetooth is off. Everyone should be able to hear. And the system's giving me a shitter of a time again. Tomorrow I'll probably give you an idea of where we are positioned on some of the golf. What's going on? There's basketball. Done. Fuck. All right, NBA, bring it up. All right, 4:15 Pacific. I have some time. All right, let me check the baseball. I thought there was some 340s. Yep, let's do baseball first. Shit, only a few minutes before some. So, Pirates, 67% of the money on the Pirates. 88% of the sharp money. Minus 134 is where that sharp stuff is at. 134, 135. I don't know how I've been going on these totals, but I got one here. 62% of the money on the under, 70% on the over of the sharp, the master money. I should stop saying sharp because what it ultimately is masters, which is bonus horse, arbors, originators, whatnot. I can dive into them occasionally and sort of see who's who. But the bulk of this is at over 6.5 minus 0.4, which if I think I can dive into this. Look at the derivatives. Oh, that's fucked up. All right. Dodgers Nationals. Wait. Oh, here we go again. Nationals. So it's like 88% of the money is on the Dodgers. 95% of the master money is on the Nats. So, just dig in again. Nats is plus 162, plus 154, plus 156. So I'm on the Nationals again for significant. And we'll just keep riding them. Total, not a lot in it. Oh, that's not true. Shit. 62% of the money is on the over, and 82% of the money is on the under, the master money. So looking at where it is, it's under 9 minus 13. We're under 8.5 minus 14 now. So it's not really there anymore, but yeah, the under there. Over on the previous one, under there. So let's see if there's any other early games. Yep, there's another one. Let me do it first. So 66% of the money on the Red Sox, 75% of the master money is on the Red Sox. So we will need the Blue Jays, but it doesn't fit the data that I'm looking for. Minus 180 is where. Okay, let me just clarify that. Yeah, minus 180. And that was placed super early this morning, which obviously it's 2:20 now, so that ship sailed. We're looking at 53% of the money on the under, 90% on the over. Let's see who this is and where it is. So we've got over 8 plus 104 is where that is. Over 8 minus 102. So it's there. If you can get, I would say even plus 01. Let's go back up to Phillies and the Braves. 66% on the Braves. No master money to note. Nothing on the total. Nothing on the run lines today on any games. We've got 85% of the money is on the Brewers. Nothing on the master side. Nothing on the total worth noting. Giants. Giants, we've got 60% of the money on the Giants, 100% of the sharp money. Just see where that's at. Master, minus 15, minus 25. It's up to 29 now, so that was some early action. Nothing noted with the totals, whatnot. Here we go. We've got how the Oaks side of things going. I have not had one look at the Oaks at this point in time. I just watched the Florida race. Burnham Square just got beat the shit out of. I think he was coming back. Oddly enough, the last few winners, definitely Mystic Dan was out of a race that it might have been the year before. There was a horse that ran up the arse. And then got what might have been, I think it was against, there was a hot favorite, maybe 2023 in the Derby. And a horse come out of the same race. We had a horrible run into the back or something, whatnot. Name's slipping me. Starts with an M. It was good odds. Backed it, and there was a scratching. Should have backed it again and screwed it up. But anyway, Blue Jays. We just did that one before. Rays Angels. We got 64% of the money is on the Rays. Nothing on the master sheet. Nothing on the total on that one. Seems like every total we've looked at with decent volume right so far has ended up being a play. Twins Royals, we've got 66% of the money on the Twins, 68% of the sharp money. So we will need the Royals. They're all over the Twins. And that sharp money is at plus 111. Currently, I'm seeing some 0809. 53% money on the under, 53% money on the over. Not a big enough differentiator there, so I'll stay out of it. Mariners. Well, this is all one-way action. We're going to need Houston. So 84% of the money is on the Mariners. 100% of the money, sharp money, is on the Mariners. I don't know if the Astros left their bats at home and they got to borrow bats or something, but yeah, this moved. So there was 106, 107, 108, 117, 118, 119, 126, and 134 is where the last master money come in. So that one moved, ran all the way, and I'm looking at that. There's a few originators and steam chasers that roll over that one. Balance the total. 80% of the master money is on the over. Just see what that is at. That is over 7 at minus 102. 105 there now. Cubs, Rangers, well balanced. 68% of the master money is on the Cubs. Total is balanced, good volume. Obviously, no win tonight. It's in a solid 8 versus last night's 6 under. Orioles bet just come in. The chart update. So 70% of the money on the Orioles, 92% of the sharp money on the Orioles. So we're going to need the Diamondbacks there. Total. It's the biggest bet total of the night, and it's like balanced. Like that's a. Let me just dive in and have a look, just out of curiosity. Yeah, over 9, over 9.5, under 9.5, under 9. All average prices are negative numbers, so that's a bookie's dream book right there. 92% of the master money on the over, which is at over 9.5, average and minus 101. Right, and we've got another one. Of course, same as last night. 72% of the money on the Padres, 98% of the master money on the Athletics. Who won that game last night? Yeah, get in. MLB yesterday. Let's go. Monday. Yeah, the last game. 5-4 Padres. So I think they're a decent dog. I have to go back and see. But anyway, on them again. 1+1. There was some 128. Bulk of it's at plus 122. See now on the board it's like 117. So is what it is. And then we've got same last night. Were we on the under again? Was it athletics and under? It's the same thing. So we're looking at 58% of the overall money on the over, 82% on the under. The data, the Masters, obviously, pricing it up. They come in yesterday, same way. They've come in today. It's telling them this is the side. They lost by 4 last night, so let's see what happens again today. And the bulk of this is under 8.5, minus 14, minus 15. It's under 8 there now. I don't know if you can find some 8.5s. All right, so that's what we've got there. NBA. Boy, nothing better than going into a Kentucky Derby with the futures to win almost 100,000. Just ran and you just sort of want to come on, let's the day come along. But stay healthy, get in the gate. That's the name of the game. Have something to root for. There's no way to be 30s or 25s anymore. We'll see what happens. NBA. 80% of the money on the Magic, 95% of the master money, 66% over. Master money's balanced. 75% of the money on the Grizzlies, 52% the master money, balanced on the total. Pacers, Wizards, there's like no money on the game. 66% on the under, and the Masters pretty well balanced there. 58% of the money on the Bulls, balanced on the master money. 60, no, there's another bet. Hang on. 64% on the over, 67% master money on the over. So we need the under. Again, total's basically around the same, 239.5, 240. Knicks, 70%. Oh, here we go. 70% on the Knicks overall, and 72% on the Celtics. You just check where those numbers are at. Plus 1.5, minus 1.5, minus 2, plus 1, plus 2.5. The same is on the money line. So look at here what they bet. Money line action. So this has moved a bit, but money line action. I need that. Add that in. All right, remove that. So I would say let's skip the minus 2.5 and let's just play the money line. Minus 133. So Knicks on the money line. Pelicans Nets. Balanced book. 67% on the Pelicans, the master. There's so much money on the under. 212.5. I figured it must have moved, but it's been 214, 213. So it's like 88% of the money is on the under. No master money to note. 75% of the money on the Timberwolves, 60% of the master money. Celtics. Yes, Celtics money line against the Knicks. 66% the Bucks Timberwolves total over, balanced on the master. Thunder. 62% of the money on the Thunder. This is a heavily bet game. 56% of the master money on the Thunder. It's pretty good bets game, that one. Good action on both sides. This game's a runner. Let me just have a look. So I'm seeing money at -7.5, but I'm seeing Pick'em at 9.5. And then there was like plus money at 10.5, and then it went back to, so this was a run number. Let's go into deeper, just as a curiosity. All right, opened 7.5 yesterday morning, went to 11.5 yesterday afternoon, went to 13.5 yesterday afternoon, 14, 14.5, 14, 14.5, 14, 14.5, 15, 15. This morning went up to 15, 15.5, and then some crazy fucking batshit went on here. Went from 15.5 to 10 in 20 minutes. So there you go. All right. Back to this. We're 74% of the money on the Warriors, 67% of the master money. Total, nothing of note. And then the last game of the day, here we go again. 82% of the money is on the Clippers. 98% of the sharp money is on the Spurs. I mean, we had a 9.5 point dog win by 27, something like that. So not that I'm saying go bet the money line, but and the money is at 13.5 and 12.5. So 13 looks like a good number. Get on some Spurs. And that's about it. Let me go look at our golf for the Masters. See who we do not need right now. Change that. We do not. We don't want John Rahm. Well, that's disappointing. So Johnny might have a good chance this week. We don't want Thomas. Well, motherfucker, I like Thomas coming in. We don't want Henley. We don't want McIntyre. We don't want Connors, Straka, Zalatoris, Reed, holy shit, Garcia, Day, Bradley. I don't want none of those. My buddy Lucas Glover, backed him at 300-1 when he won his US Open with Pinnacle. I think actually, when I was going through some account statements recently, I found that bet. I think it was like 500 to win 150 or something like that. It was pretty sweet. And that's about it for now. So there we go. Good night of sports on. Good luck all. Congrats to those on Burnham Square. Look forward to staying healthy and seeing what happens on May 3rd. All the best. Cheers. If I see any other horses that I think are value, can build something around. Maybe I see someone that putting up yes, no's, and maybe it's worthwhile playing some back and just locking in something. But usually I like to ride these things out because I can't imagine you're going to get a no at a price that you want to be all over. So recap. I need to write this shit down as I'm going. Definitely the Spurs. Nothing there. Nothing there. Definitely. What did I say? The Thunder under, or is that just another bet come in? I don't know what happened. I don't know what something the player came out or whatnot. 100% 100% the Spurs with plus the points. Definitely they said the Celtics at the money line. The rest of that looks like it was, and then on the baseball, definitely the Nationals. Definitely the under. I said over on the Cardinals and Pirates. No, nothing there. Nothing there. That was all one side. It said we need the Astros, but it wasn't a play. That one's balanced up. That one's got the bulk of it. And then the Athletics was definitely one, and the under was another. So, yes, Nats and under. Athletics and under. And I did say the Cardinals Pirates over, which I believe that number's dropped now. So I don't know what the score is or what the inning is, but it's only just recently started. I'm guessing there's a couple of 0-0 innings there. All right. Cheers, everybody. Thanks. I was just about to end the stream. Just about. And someone just fired through. Nats up 2-1 after one. B. Reed. So glad I got that one in early before the game started. These Nats, I tell you what, they're friends this week. So all the best, everyone. Cheers.